everyone, I hope you're doing really well. So today I thought I'd kind of do a casual sit down video. I bought some new makeup from Revolution and I kind of just wanted to test it out. I thought I'd give you my first impressions. This is kind of the look I came up with the product that I bought. So I thought I'd do a quick little haul of the things I got and what I'm going to be showing you today. So the first thing I got is this new palette. This is the Revolution Creative Volume 1 palette. And can we just take a moment to appreciate how pretty this packaging is. It's got this gorgeous peacock feather design on it. Another palette that I got is the I Love Revolution Mermaid's Heart palette. So it has all of these really pretty blues and turquoises and teals. And it's quite metallic-y. I just thought these colours were really pretty, so I got that palette as well, but I might save this one for a later date because I want to use my creative palette today. So I also got a highlight palette. This is their Pro Highlight palette. Let me just ping it open for you. And it has all of these beautiful colours in. It's kind of like a mixture between creams and powders. I also picked myself up a white eyeliner. Usually when it comes to eyeliner, I stick with black. But I wanted to get white because I've got a few makeup looks in mind that I want to do that I could use the white eyeliner for. I got a liquid highlighter. This is their liquid Luminous Lunar highlighter. Absolutely beautiful. It's this kind of silvery glow. I also got a lip gloss. It's kind of this coral colour. I did actually try this on for you just so you can see what it looks like. So got that. But I also got a new lipstick, which is the colour I'm wearing now. So yeah, I'll show you how I applied that later on as well. And finally, I just got the Obsession Moon Glow Fixing Spray. And I did also get a foundation, but I'm gonna talk to you about that in a second. Yeah, so let me take you back to the beginning and I will show you how I got to this. Okay, so I've already applied my foundation, so now I can crack on with the rest of the products. I did actually buy this foundation from Revolution Makeup. However, this foundation is very, very light. So usually with foundations, I do opt for the lighter ones. I usually find with a lot of makeup brands that even their light foundations are not like super light. So I do tend to go for the fairer ones because I always think even if they're a little bit on the light side, then I can just add some bronzer and it's okay. I just think it's easier if it's too light to make it look a bit darker than it is if you get a foundation that's too dark and you need to make it look lighter. So I do usually opt for the lighter ones, but this one is so light. If you are somebody with very fair skin who struggles to find foundation light enough, I would highly recommend having a look at Revolution Beauty foundation because this stuff is light. So this one is in F05, which I think is Fair 05. And it's so this is their fair foundation. I got the one with pink undertones, and sadly I don't think it's a match. I think it's a little bit too light for me. I did have to go over my foundation with my normal foundation. At the minute I'm just using the Flawless Matte Foundation from B Beauty, which you can get from Superdrug. And that's what I mean, this is like their one of their lightest shades and it fits me perfectly. This one is just a little bit too light. But if I'm talking about the coverage and the overall look at this foundation, I think it's a good foundation. It's got a nice coverage. It is definitely a matte base as it describes. So it is a good foundation. But sadly I just picked the wrong colour, so I'm gonna have to get a different colour in this. But yeah, overall I think it is a good foundation if you're looking for the coverage. It says it's pore blurring and it's full coverage. I would say it is for sure. But yeah, just be wary that the lights are very light. So like I said, if you are someone with very fair skin, Revolution foundations have got your back. So I just want to talk to you quickly about another Revolution product that I've been using, and it is their it's from their Obsession Makeup London range, and it's their baking oil, and it's just kind of like a primer. It's an oil-based primer. It says to hydrate and prep for flawless makeup application. I did actually buy this a little while ago, so it wasn't included in this little haul selection as such, but it's still a Revolution product, so I thought I'd mention it anyway. But I've actually been really liking it. I find that my foundation looks a lot smoother when I've been using it, which is really good, because one problem I usually have with foundations is sometimes when I apply it, it kind of cakes in areas on my skin that are quite dry, but this baking oil kind of just gives it an overall smooth surface. This is really good at kind of prepping your skin for your face makeup. So it just comes in with this little pipette, and usually I only need maybe one pipette full, and that covers my whole face. I don't go crazy with it or anything because I don't want to load up so much oil on my face, but yeah, it's just been really good for, you know, prepping my face, and I've just been enjoying using it as a primer. So I think I'm gonna go in with my eye makeup. So I bought this new palette. So a lot of my makeup palettes don't have really bold colours like this one. A lot of the ones that I use just have very neutral tones, because usually I shy away from bold colours. On a daily basis, I keep my eye makeup pretty simple, so that's why I do kind of stick more towards like nudes and browns and pinks and stuff like that, nothing too crazy. But I wanted to experiment a little bit more with my makeup, so I decided to get this palette because of all the really bright fun colours on it. So I'm really looking forward to experimenting a bit more with all of these colours. So I need to take this little sheet off. Whee! And look at the size of this mirror as well. Like, it's got this huge mirror, which is just great. So, because I can see everything. Oh, I can see that my foundation has smudged a little bit, so that's a great start. So I might go towards a kind of rose gold makeup look for my eyes. There's a red lipstick I really want to try. So I'm going to do my eyes, and then hopefully it will match nicely to this red lipstick. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to start off with this colour. I'm going to start off with Divination, which is this kind of like neutral pinky colour. Just kind of like a base shade. Okay, it's not too pigmented. I'm having to dig in there a little bit, which is okay because it's only a base layer, so I don't want it to be too crazy or anything like that. So I'm just gonna work this into kind of like my eyelids all over. This is a really subtle colour, so I think that's worked nice as a base layer. It's kind of added like a pink tint. It is quite subtle, but that's fine because we're going to build it up a little bit. Okay, so now I want to choose a slightly darker colour. I'm going to go in with New Era, which is this kind of like rosy gold, reddish toned colour. And I'm going to just work this on like the outer corners of my eye and kind of just blend it into the socket a little bit. So once you do build it up, it does have a really nice pigmentation. So the colours that I've used are quite metallic, but as you can see there's also a lot of matte shades as well, so it doesn't all have to be metallic if you don't want it to be. So I'm just going to use this Avant-Garde colour, which is kind of like a mauve greyish colour, and because it's darker I think it's just going to add just that tiny little bit more definition onto my eyes, and I'm just going to blend it in. I'm going to stay away from the inner corners of my eyes because I kind of want to emphasise the smokiness towards the outside only. I'm just going to blend it and really work it into my crease of my eyes. My eyes have quite deep creases, so I just want to make sure I blend it in properly so it doesn't all smudge out later on. Okay, just to really blend it out, I'm gonna grab if I can find one. I'm just gonna grab a fluffy brush and I'm just gonna blend out all the edges just to remove any harsh lines that might occur. I'm definitely not like a brilliant makeup artist or anything. I just like experimenting and seeing what I can come up with. So, you know, I'm sure there's many people that can do much better job than me, but you know, we're just here for a good time. So I might add a little bit of colour onto my lower lash lines. So I am going to use this really thin brush, and I think I'm going to go back in with that avant-garde one. I'm pretty happy with how that looks, to be fair. So it's not too crazy, but I think it kind of ties in my hair a little bit, so I'm happy with how that looks. I really want to do something with my brows. Found my brow spoolie, so I'm just going to give my eyebrows a quick brush. And to be honest, a lot of time for my eyebrows, I just use eyeshadow to fill them in. So I'm going to try using an eyeshadow from this palette. Okay, I might just go in with this colour, Black Heat, for my brows. Quite a dark colour, but my brows are kind of dark anyway. So I'm just using like an angled brush to fill them in. I'm definitely no expert when it comes to brows, but I try my best. Does anyone else really struggle to get their brows even? Because it is honestly a mission. Okay, that will do for the brows, I think. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really use eyeliner that often. In fact, I hardly really use eyeliner at all anymore. I just usually go in with some mascara. However, I got a white eyeliner and I thought this would be really fun for some fun makeup looks. But what I'm gonna do is I might just use this and kind of just apply a little bit to the inner corners of my eye. I do have some ideas that I want to use white eyeliner for in terms of makeup, but it's for more like creative makeup looks. So I'm gonna hold on to this and use that for another day. So I'm just gonna apply my normal mascara because I don't have any mascara from Revolution yet. So the mascara I'm using today is the Tarte Gifted Amazonian Clay Smart Mascara. Lashes are done. So yes, I'm just going to use my normal bronzer because I don't have any bronzer from Revolution. I don't apply too much bronzer, just like a tiny bit to add a little bit of colour to my face. It's time for highlighter. I got a new highlighter palette from Revolution. This is their Freedom Be Free to Makeup Professional London Pro Highlight Palette. And you get a choice of, look at all them. So there's some cream highlighters, there's some powder highlighters. I also got a liquid highlighter, which is in the shade Luminous Luna. Look at this. It's proper silvery. So I might use my liquid highlighter today. I think I'm just gonna blend it in using my finger. It's definitely got a really nice sheen to it. It's proper metallic-y. I love it. I might do tiny dab on my nose. Maybe I put too much on. I'm just going to add a tiny bit of bronzer onto the bridge of my nose, because that's kind of what I usually do, just to tie in. Okay, so now that we're all highlighted, I might still use this palette, and I think I'm just going to take this kind of white colour here, and I'm just going to apply that under my eyebrows, just to add a little bit of highlight there. Now for lip products, I got two different products that I want to try. So I got a lip gloss, which is this Wow Gloss, and then I got this deep red lipstick. I kind of want to try out both because I haven't tried them yet. So I'm going to see how the gloss looks, then I'm going to take the gloss off and apply the lipstick, which is going to be for my final look. If I'm honest with you, I'm not really a gloss kind of gal. I prefer matte lipsticks. Some glosses just don't suit me, and also I find them a bit annoying because like your hair gets stuck to them, etc. But I thought this colour looked really cute and peachy, so I just wanted to try it. Oh, that is definitely like a peachy colour. I think I like it. It's very peachy, and yeah, it's very like spring. I think this is a nice colour for spring. So yes, that's the gloss. I'm gonna try the lipstick now though. So I'm just gonna get my makeup wipes. I'm just gonna quickly reapply a bit of concealer in this area. I'm just going to apply a bit of concealer around my lips to try and make the line on the red lips as smooth as possible. It looks a little bit purpley on the spoolie. I'm hoping it is more of like a dark red, because that's the colour I was hoping for. I'm going to be honest with you, it's a little bit on the dry side. Okay, so I absolutely love the colour. It's dark, it's vampy. So the only thing I would say with this lipstick is it is quite dry. So I know it's supposed to be matte, which is good because I love matte lipsticks. But when it actually comes out of the bottle, it is quite dry, which makes application a little bit more trickier because you just got to be careful. It doesn't glide on as smoothly as other lipsticks I've used. But on the other hand, I do really like the colour, I like the finish. So to finish off everything, I'm going to be using the Obsession by Revolution makeup Moon Glow. This is an illuminating fixing spray. So I'm going to give this a shake. And as you can see, it's this really fun purple colour with like all this iridescent stuff going on inside. So I'm just going to give this a spritz. It smells really nice as well. So that is kind of my finished makeup look for today. Again, it's something fairly simple, nothing too crazy. So I just want to say a really big thank you for watching this video, and maybe I'll see you in the next one. Bye!